Krishna is a person and he has his way of teaching us and bringing us to him. But sometimes we might not be able to see it that way. We may be easily thanking Krishna when things go our way, but completely forgetting him when the opposite happens. Or we may even blame him for our distress. In a very intriguing letter from 1973, Srila Prabhupada instructs his disciple Madhukar Prabhu on how to deal with life's ups and downs. He writes, "One mistake of judgment often made by the neophyte devotees is that any time there is some disturbance or some difficulty, they are considering that the conditions or the external circumstances under which the difficulty took place are the cause of the difficulty itself. That is not the fact. In this material world, there is always some difficulty, no matter in this situation or that situation. Therefore, simply by changing my status of occupation or my status of life, that will not help anything." Srila Prabhupada continues on to explain that if there is any difficulty, that is my lack of Krishna consciousness. He's pointing out that external circumstances may change, and sometimes they will be to our liking and sometimes not. But it is up to us to learn to deal with them in relationship to Krishna. Krishna himself says that one who is steady in happiness and distress is very dear to me. But how can we be steady in happiness and distress? First of all, steadiness is not something that we will achieve independently, separate from Krishna. We need to add Krishna to the equation and develop the vision accordingly. It has everything to do with Krishna being a personal God. It means that a personal approach is needed. We have to trust his timing and keep our faith even when we don't understand the situation we are in or we don't see the solution to it. It is a devotional, dependent surrender to Krishna. It requires acceptance. That is one of the essential elements of surrender. Srila Prabhupada speaks about it in Srimad Bhagavatam, where punishment delivered to Bali Maharaj was described. Bali Maharaj could understand that the Lord had some hidden purpose in punishing him. He was neither unhappy nor ashamed because of the awkward situation in which Krishna put him. As Bali Maharaj, we shouldn't be unhappy or ashamed that something is happening in our lives that we have no control over, can't understand, or don't like. We need to accept it in the same way that we accept good things. We should be able to accept and be well disposed to situations we perceive as unpleasant and devotionally depend on Krishna to do as he wishes, how he wishes, and according to his timing. Then we will become steady in happiness in distress. Also the question, are the situations that Krishna is giving me in my life fair or unfair, will become, how can I take more shelter of Krishna? Let these words from Bhagavad Gita be our inspiration in the adventure of our lives. If you become conscious of me, you will pass over all the obstacles of conditioned life by my grace.